everyone, welcome to another episode. Tonight we've got our guest reporter extraordinaire from Darwin back on the show after a 3-week break. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you, Jamie. It's good to be back, mate. And yes, I'm in Darwin now. I'm not in Catherine anymore, so I'm hopefully going to be based up here for a while, thanks to AM Cranes.
Yep.
And my good mate Clive Baxter, who I'm about to put something out on his blog to sort of stay up there with him, and it'll be good. So it's been good, the transition. So yeah.
At least you got a bit more civilisation now where you are, mate.
Hey, listen, I don't want to say yes to that straight off the cuff. I just want to mention, big shout out to all the people of Catherine. Love the place, great people. But, anyway, it's nice to be back in Darwin.
It's good to have you back on the show, mate. We've missed you. Everyone's been asking questions. So, yeah, great to have you back. And our special guest tonight is, mate, what can you say? This kid is a gun. Like, honestly, if you put a wheel in his hands, he's going to win. Young fella from Victoria, Aston Rodriguez. Have I got that right, Aston?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I thought I'm bad with these names, so yeah, that's awesome. Welcome to the show, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Mate, where do we start with you? Like, honestly, in the last 2 years, you've won the Victorian title, the New South Wales title, the ACT title, the Queensland title, and the Compact Victoria Speed Week, all in compacts. Like, mate, how do you do it?
Wow. I can't thank my parents enough for giving me the opportunity to drive these cars. It's definitely been a pleasure. Compact Speedcars, it's an up-and-coming class. They got this Speed Week with the Formula 500 as well now, so it's definitely a good class to be in.
Yeah, excellent, mate. So where did it all begin, Aston? Where did we first, get involved in motorsport?
Yeah, well, my dad first started in GP midgets, and then I went into quarter midgets. Done a few years, done about 4 years in quarter midgets, and then we went to junior 500s. Went a little bit off season at start, and then we really got into it the next season, and then we just come into compacts and just gave it the best crack.
Yeah. Hey, so can I ask you, what made you, obviously compacts and speed cars are pretty similar, so what was the transition for you to go from compacts to speed cars?
Well, definitely more horsepower, and I feel like there's more competition in the speed cars. There's not as many, I don't know how to really put it, but you're racing the best of the best in the speed cars.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, Jamie.
No,
am I correct?
You go.
Are you running a Beretta chassis this year?
Yeah, we ordered a new Beretta for this year, so hopefully we can do a pretty good season in it.
Yeah, okay. So obviously that's yourself in Victoria. You've got Michael Conway, Nick Parker, who obviously I support. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure actually, that young Aaron Sharp from WA, he's got a Beretta too. So it'll be actually interesting now to see the versatility of all those guys, such as yourself, running a Beretta chassis, So, yeah, just to see how well they really do this year.
Yeah, that's right.
And when are we going to see the new Beretta out, mate?
Well, we're racing the SA title at Murray Bridge coming up in the next week or two.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be running it there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, nice.
And
okay, so can I just ask a quick question? Did any looks at the Napa coming up in Adelaide?
Yeah, we actually got invited to the Napa, so we're going to be doing that one as well. Yeah.
Right.
Really? That's good news. And to be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Because considering where you're sort of ranking yourself at the moment with two divisions in motorsport, that's for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
No, it's good.
Do you find them similar to drive, Aston, the compact to the speed car? Is there any similarities, or are they completely different cars to drive?
Nah, they're definitely really similar. Just the biggest difference I find is your entry speed with between the two.
I've heard that from a couple of people that actually race who do the same. That run in Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they said. That's probably the only difference, and that's probably because of the horsepower and the torque range difference
Yeah, that's right.
In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah.
And what engine package are you running, Aston?
So we're running a GRD for this season.
Yep.
Good.
So we've had a lot of dramas with engines in the past, so hopefully this one gives us some good luck.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah,
mate.
well, once again, it's good to see because it's an Australian package, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole car and the whole setup is an Australian package, which I think is good, really. I mean, even though everyone wants to try and keep the sport nice and cheap, but, you know, I mean, it's not easy to be able to put an engine together yourself. There's a lot of technology, a lot of machinery, a lot of prototypes to be able to, and being an engine builder, yeah, it takes a lot and a lot of money to put that one together, yeah. But no, good on you, mate, for running, a true Aussie package for sure.
Yeah.
And have we got Mr. Lacey in our back pocket, Aston, giving us a bit of a hand, or has he just said, "Here's the chassis, you can do it yourself"?
Cool.
Yeah, hopefully he comes out and gives us a couple shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched him at the Australian title working on Michael Conway's car and Nick Parker's car, and just looking over his shoulder and asking questions. He is an absolute gun at setting these cars up. So you definitely got the right bloke in the back pocket, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too. Not only is he gun at that, right? He's also a driver himself who's got an Aussie title under his belt.
Yeah.
You know, and he's grown up in the sport.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, even back in the day when I was a kid growing up, your age, Aston, right? And like, I mean, Brett Lacey was my
That's
idol.
a
you know what I mean?
long time ago, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, well, like you, Jamie. I mean, I know how much he was your idol, and you know, just sort of to sort of get to meet him like that and watch him that night, listen to his opinions on the different versions of everything. I mean, that man really knows what he's talking about. So, yeah. No, it's good. It's good for him and yourself to especially have that combination. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else are we planning on? What's the calendar look like, Aston? Where are we hoping to run this year? Like, where are we going?
Yeah. So obviously we're going to do the SA title at Murray Bridge, and then off to Napa, and then we're going to do mainly speed cars for most of the year, and then just fill in with the compact.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a few big shows in the compacts that we want to do, so hopefully it goes ahead.
And I hate to bring it up, but you were so unlucky last year to not win the Australian title in the compact, wasn't you? Fill us in on what happened, mate.
Yeah, it was definitely heartbreaking, but we led all 24 laps, and then on the last corner of the last lap, we blew a tyre coming to the checkered flag. So definitely was heartbreaking, but what do you do? It's racing at the end of the day.
And I've watched that race, and obviously, you know, like I said, we know that I support Nick. Nick Parker was also running third at the time.
Yeah,
I think got second. But mate, yeah, you drove a sensational race, and like you were fast. I mean, I think you were what 3-4 car lengths ahead of everyone at the time.
Yeah.
So no, you definitely was a standout on that night. That's for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And do we have a favourite track, Aston, that we like to go to?
I think it either has to be Simpson or Eastern Creek, Sydney.
Yeah. Right. So Simpson's got...
what is it about Simpson? I've heard a lot of, especially Victorians, and even I've heard a couple of other guys outside of Victoria say that Simpson's a really crazy track. So yeah,
it's just a different track. I think it comes up to the driver more than the setup, so it definitely shows you out more than any other track, I think.
Yeah, okay. So just another quick question. So obviously Victorian, right? I mean, the Victorian club this year, I mean, you've got Zoe Pearce, you've got Nick Parker, you know, you've got third in the Aussie titles. You've got young Caleb Mills. I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, they had some bit of an engine drama not long ago. But they'll be back, you know, not that far away. And I mean, I know how competitive, you know, those guys are. But you still got plenty of other guys in Victoria. And obviously the Aussie titles this year at Simpson. Yeah, so what's your opinion on that? Because, I mean, you've got some tough competition there with the young guys as well, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a hard one. Yeah, we're definitely just hoping to get out there and try and put our name out there just to get us more advertisement, more sponsors. And
Yeah, well, from what I've been told, mate, you're not going to have any problems with getting the name out there. Like, everyone knows, everyone's talking about you. Like, you are the new young gun of Speedcars, they reckon, and I've even spoke to a couple of people, and they reckon if you don't win an Australian title at least once, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good to have that at such a young age. Like, how old are you, Aston? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I'm 17.
17.
Yeah.
17 and already got 4 state championships under your belt plus a speed week. Like, honestly, mate, congratulations on what you do, because what you're doing is working well, and keep doing it. Like, yeah. Out of all the divisions you've raced, what's your favourite though? Like,
It definitely has to be these speed cars.
Yep.
They're just a different breed to anything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good man. So we're not going to see you go to sprint cars anywhere soon.
Well, it's always a possibility.
oh, here we go.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, you can't take that away from any young guy. I mean, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, the sport needs people like the Zoe Pearces, the the Aston Rodriguez, like the Mills. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, there's hundreds of them I could name. You know what I mean? But in saying that, like, where do you think speed cars are going? You know what I mean? Like, do you think the numbers have dropped over the years to, like, I mean, especially the Victorian club? Obviously, we had a club in Tassie. We got up there a little bit, and then we got down, and you know what I mean? It's and then it's hard to rely on everyone to come out as well. But you got good numbers this year, the Victorian
Yeah, that's
club.
right. We definitely, I think the speed cars are starting to pick itself back up again, and hopefully it just keeps on going.
Yeah. Well, as long as we can get good drivers like yourself, out there putting on good, clean shows, well, I think, I hope we can get the crowd back.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Aston, if you don't mind me asking, are you at school or do you actually work?
No, I work for my dad.
Yeah, right. Yep.
He owns a construction company, so I just do the earthwork side of it.
Oh, you better give him a plug, mate. What's the name of the company?
Yeah, One Stop Construction.
One Stop Construction. We'll have to look that up. Everyone look that up. Give them a like. I'll gather in there on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. So what's the one event that you really want to win, Aston?
Well, I'm really looking forward to this Napa event and try and get that under my belt.
Yeah.
It's only once a year, so hopefully we can get that one done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, my thoughts, right, it's going to be awesome for speed cars. I mean, watching the sprint cars there last year, pulling wheel stands, and I think the midget's going to be really, really cool there this year. They'll put on a good show. Hopefully it's good enough to get them back,
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, no, good on you.
And how do you reckon you'll go with the flat track, Aston? Have we done any work on a flat track before, or?
Not really. We got Avalon, which is pretty close to a flat track, but we haven't done many racing on a flat track, no.
Yeah, righto. Yep. Cool. So, what do we got here? Do you follow AFL?
Not really, no.
Not really. That's a
Good man.
Yeah. Paul will love
like
that. Paul will love that.
Yeah.
Dear. What about New Zealand and America over time, Aston? Have we looked at those ventures, or are we planning on looking at those ventures?
Yeah, we're definitely looking to get to both in the up and coming season. Just trying to pick the right times to go at the moment.
Yeah.
A bit hard with the way the workflow is at the moment. But yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to go to the States, what would you be doing? Chili Bowl, midget, Indiana Midget Week. What sort of package would you be looking for if you're going to go over there?
Yeah, we're definitely looking at like a midget week, try and get as much racing, exposure as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously too, with listening to, I don't know if you watch the show where we have Tom Payette. I like Tom. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a good ambassador for the sport.
Yep.
He's been lucky, with the opportunities he's had in life. And, talking to him about what he explained to us, even off air, like, it's tough work for an Aussie kid to go over there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like a 17-year-old like you are, which those guys are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Tom said, the whole package is like doing the racing, then packing up, going to the next racetrack, you got to travel. He said, mate, when you're not used to it, she's hard work,
Yeah, certainly is. So what do you do to keep yourself fit, Aston? Do you just go with the flow, or are we a gym junkie, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the gym at the moment, but work takes up most of the time, so whatever I get done at work is really all my fitness.
I suppose you do a lot of heavy lifting at your job, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it.
Yeah, well, I like how you said I'm trying. You know what I mean? It always comes across positive.
Do we have any like professional people that we look up to, mate? That you know, as idols? When
I definitely look up to like the Kyle Larsons. I think Jock Goodger's a good standout as well. He definitely promotes himself very well.
Bloody Tasmanian, what a legend of a guy he is too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely them two are probably the main people I look up to.
Yeah. Cool. So, do you have any?
Hey, can I ask a question? A quick question, right? Who's your biggest like competitor in the Victorian like state of the Speedcars?
It's definitely
So
hard.
who you sort of think who's going to be your biggest nemesis?
Come
on.
Put me on the spot here. Nick Parker.
I was waiting for
it. He's always been up there. Yeah, he's always been up there. So
well, he might not be up there
for a long time. So
he might not be up there for much longer because last time I was talking to him, he reckons he was getting too old for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, when you look at Nick's history, like I don't care what anyone says, from his go-kart career, you know, to Formula Ford, to Commodore Cup. If you watch one particular race where he starts off in pit row in the pouring rain at rear field and comes across and wins it, and that's one of the greatest bit of like footages I've ever seen up there with running Pikes Peak, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But look, once again, but Nick's a lovely guy. Look, I know, like deep down, like he's still, he's not getting any younger. And, at the end of the day too, like he's putting his best into that package and, with the support of, obviously Alcott Hire and everyone else that's around him. But one of the things I've learned getting older is that you're just not as quick as you used to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you're getting guys too, you look at Taden Brown. Taden Brown's getting so much, drives in other states, same as Harry Stewart not long ago, was over in WA driving for Graham Jones. Like if you're not getting an opportunity to be doing that, well, you sort of, it's hard to compete, isn't it? Especially with the younger generation of people and calibre of people like yourself. Once again, there's too many of them to mention, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and look at Zoe Pearce. She's over in New Zealand at the moment. I think it's her third trip over there. She's off from City Bar. We've had Bo Doyle, right, who's come back. I mean, I spoke with Bo, and I mean, he's even got the sponsorship of AME, this year on his car. So, Brodie Barclay from Nick Parker's team, he's gone to the States. I know he had a great time over there. So, I mean, it's every young kid's dream to sort of go over there and do that. And see the Chili Bar. It's either the Chili Bar or the Indiana Speed Week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Aston, are you a hands-on driver, or are you just go into the pits and let them deal with it, and I'm just going to drive it?
No, I try and get in and do my little part. Definitely, my dad takes it on board to do it all himself. He likes it that way, but I definitely do all the cleaning at home, and the maintenance, all that side of stuff.
So do you and your dad clash at all at the track, or is it pretty harmony when it's there? Or
it's pretty chill when we're at the track. Try and keep our cool heads, and that's how we get the best result possible, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because when you're a kid, right? Well, not shouldn't say kid, but when you're a son racing, with your dad, like you goddamn know he's always going to be so passionate.
Yeah.
And every dad that I know, right, and I'm not going to mention names, but I could, mate, like just having conversations with them, they're also passionate when it comes to their boy racing speedway, or even their daughter, you know what I mean?
I'll name fathers. Bo Doyle's father, Steve. Mate, honestly, Zoe Pearce's dad.
Travis Mills. David Parker, Kim Webster. I mean, Bobby Redpath. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I mean?
And your dad being an earlier racer in your life, does that put added pressure on you to try and live up to his expectations, or have you already surpassed his expectations?
Yeah, you're always trying to be your dad and show him up. But yeah, it's definitely put a bit of pressure on me to try and beat him. Yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't too bad. Like, man, he was all right at what he did.
Yeah, he won a Vic title, so he did pretty well. Yeah.
Was that
back in that era, some big caliber characters too from Victoria.
Yeah.
Have you had a wheel of a GP midget, Aston?
Nah, I never have. No.
Yeah, righto. They're an interesting car to drive. Like, very, very wild car, I thought, when I first started.
I heard. Yeah.
No.
You know what they remind me of? The Pikes Peak cars back in the early 90s, which were called Coyotes, that they run up Pikes Peak, except they ran like V8s in the back of them. But the shape was very similar.
Yeah. I just reckon they're a little miniature Formula One car, just about.
Yeah.
Like the Aussie
especially
cars.
the power to weight ratio with an 1100cc motorbike engine in it.
Yeah. So what else have we got here? Have we what colours are we running this year, Aston? Like same colours as last year, or have we mixed it up a bit?
Yeah, we're gonna stick to the same colours, just a blue, black, and gold.
Yep.
Yeah, we think they stand out, so we'll run them again.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Do you have any?
It's whatever gives you good luck, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you have any superstitions, Aston? You got to wear the same undies every time we go racing, or something like that?
Nah, we're just casual, rock up and see how we go. If we perform, we perform. Just do the best we can at the end of the day.
Yeah. Cool as.
You know what my only superstition was? Was like my helmet. I always made sure my helmet was always upright.
Yep.
Like, no matter where it was, in the bag or whatever, when I was travelling, always my superstition was make sure the helmet always stays upright. If it was on its side, you're going to end up on the side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I know it was weird. My mum used to think I was loopy for that, but I don't understand.
I used to never wash mine. No one was allowed to wash it. Had to stay dirty.
No. I always had to wash it, but just never put down on its side.
No, I never washed my helmet the whole time I raced. I thought it was bad luck if you washed it. So I stayed dirty the whole time. I'd wipe the clay off her and we'd go again the following week. So, Paul, what's going on with your cars?
To be honest with you, I've got to ring Damien.
Yep.
Have a chat with him. I did speak to Tony Glasner while he's up here. I've been pretty slack, to be honest.
Yep.
To sort of, just touch base with those guys. I've rang a couple of them. They're obviously busy. There's no need to keep them in Tassie anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And so I'm going to move both those cars, put them in Victoria.
Yep.
And leave them with Nick Parker.
Yep.
And so hopefully I'll look at what the best package I've got to put something together and then see what I'm left over with and then try and put another car together and give a couple of people the opportunity, which I've got a couple in mind.
Yep.
From just, nothing in confirmation, but just to give a couple more Victorians or even someone else the opportunity to run a speed car out of Victoria. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm not a millionaire. I'm only a guy who works on wages, and but I can quite happily supply a car with a few little bits and pieces and whatnot.
Yep.
And if someone wants to sort of pay for the running costs of it, albeit I'll make sure that if they bin it, I can sort of make sure it's back on the track the following week for them.
Yep.
With a bit of support for that.
Yep.
As long as they can bring something to it as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, if I was to win Tatsalo next week, mate, I would put some more than one person in the car,
I wouldn't know.
But I mean, I've got nothing else to do in my life. I love my daughter and help her out. And but I mean, I just love helping anyone that's involved with Speedcar Racing Australia. And I just sort of thought, well, I'll leave my cars there in Tassie. Hasn't really taken off, so I know you've tried and everything else, Jamie.
Yep.
But it is what it is. So the best thing for me to do is put them somewhere else where people can get the benefit of them.
Yeah, we need about 4 more cars down here to have a chance. There's just not car numbers here. I think we've got 7 in the state. And I think they've more or less been told by the promoters that we need 10 cars on the track, boys. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Like, and you know that's understandable.
And let's be realistic. Like, if you don't have 10 cars on the track that are fairly competitive, right? So you're watching a race at the front with the first three, the second three, and the third three. They've all got to be racing for it to be a spectator thing. I mean, we're not stupid. You know what I mean? I mean, and another thing too, there's a lot of division in Tassie. We've already spoke about this, Jamie, and you know, even in that time we did my shed session with you. Like, you don't want to take any other avenue away from anyone else, but it's hard, you know, because the sad part about, you know, like any motorsport, nothing gets cheaper anymore. You know.
Do you find it hard too, Aston, like that with the price of things, like, you know?
Yeah, we definitely find it very hard. Yeah, it's definitely difficult if you don't have sponsors. By yourself. And
it is, and it is, and as we all know, it's hard to get sponsors now because you've really got to have a bond and everything else with them so that you get that trust, because so many people have been burnt over the years, and that's not, you know, I'm just, that's just in general. But too, you know, sponsors want something for their money. Most of the times, you know, they can write it off, but they still want something for it, you know. And that's the sad part about it. And look, I can remember when I was racing Formula 500s up here in Darwin, I was an apprentice electrician and $153 a week. I could go to the Northern, you know, the North Line Speedway. I could run 4 features and 4 heats in a feature, and fifth in all of them, come home with like $290. I thought I was going to be a professional race car driver and get, you know, I didn't have to pay to get in. Where, you know, things have changed. You know what I mean?
Do you think the drivers should have to pay to get in?
No. No, I don't.
What's your theory, Aston? Do you think your drivers should, like, we're not trying to cause any issues with anyone, we know what it is and this is how it is, but do you think the drivers should have to pay to get in the gate?
I think so. I think it's all going back towards the track, so we're all going to be helping at the track at the end of the day. They need the right maintenance.
And I can't, and once again, I can't disagree with that either, considering that's how it is, and, you know, from how you see it, you know what I mean? But it is. It's like insurance has got out of control. Everything's got out of control, you know, with Speedway in general. And it doesn't really matter what motorsport. As you know, Jamie, supporting the burnout scene, supporting, mate, what don't you support in Tasmania?
Oh, I try to support as much motorsport as I can in Tassie because, you know, it's only a small state down here and we're losing a lot of our motorsport events, you know, and it's a damn shame, you know, because we've got so many talented drivers down here in Tasmania and you know, they're losing their sport. You know, it's like Speedcars. We lost Speedcars, and we've got blokes like Brock Webster and Luke Redpath and Freddie Freeman that want to race, but they've got to go to the mainland, and you know that stretch of water is quite expensive to get across. So, you know, it makes it hard.
And as you know, like it's hard to get and talk to people who want to make it cheaper. You know, because once again, they sit there and say, well, what are we going to get out of it? You know, and like, sort of think, oh shit, you know, at the end of the day, like, well, help us support it, come out and promote it as well, and then, you know, you might get something out of it. Especially the TT lines.
That's it, you know. No, that's exactly right. And the worst thing is, most of them go over on the Tasman and it costs them a fortune. So, you know. But anyway, hopefully one day it might get a bit cheaper down here and it might get a few more boys onto the mainland, but anyway. So Aston,
if they build a stadium down in Tasmania, right? We could have a chilling bowl down there.
Honestly, I'm not trying to cause any arguments or anything with any Tasmanians, but I think that is the biggest waste of money in Tasmania known to man. If we've got to build another AFL stadium to house an AFL team when we've got North Melbourne playing at Hobart and we've got Hawthorn playing at Launceston, I don't see why we've got to build another stadium. You know
what?
I really think
I went to that stadium and watched the solos over there, right, in Melbourne, and mate, some of the best racing of solos I've seen for a long time. I mean, don't be wrong, we had world caliber riders there. But the Speedcars, right, had a show on out the front, which was really awesome. So but I said Etihad Stadium. Back when they did, they used to run like the solos, around the world solos there.
Imagine.
So they can put a speedway track inside one with a roof over it. So that's the start of a chili bowl in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
Marvel Stadium on Friday night. What a show that'd be, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Talma, what's your thoughts on Aston? What's your thoughts on Talma running midgets Talma Speedway? They'll be on there, wouldn't they?
Definitely hope to get Speedcars out to them big tracks. Just gets their name out there heaps. Yeah.
Have you ran at Warrnambool?
Not in the Speedcar. I've raced in a Junior 500.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What'd you think of it, Aston?
Yeah. It's definitely a big track for the 500s.
Yeah.
Yeah. For 500s it is.
Yeah. I think Speedcars around there would be pretty cool. On the fence, yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, well, they're on the fence out there.
I can't wait to see the Speedcars at Talma. They are going to be crazy fast around there. I think it's going to be the stage where, wow, like, if anyone goes up and over, it's going to be, she's going to be thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damage, that's for sure. But, yeah. What hobbies you got, Aston?
Not many, to be honest. Just work takes up most of the time.
Yeah.
Then we got Speedway on the side.
Yeah. And you
Is your old man hard on you?
Not really. Definitely pushes us to do a lot of work, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's just character building for a dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Which one's your favourite trophy behind you, Aston?
Definitely the big silver one there, the Queensland Championship. I think that one was the hardest one to get, so definitely had to work for that one.
Yeah, right. That was at Toowoomba, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what do you think of Toowoomba as a track?
It's a good track. Yeah, it's a very nice track. Yeah.
I've been told
it's technical.
I've been told it's a technical, challenging track. You got to really drive it.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a couple of the junior drivers here in Tassie on the weekend because we introduced the Tassie Formula 500 juniors come to Tassie finally, and they were talking to me and saying, like, the hardest thing for them coming into motorsport was going out and practicing by yourself, but when you come into a crowd, it was completely different, and they struggled with it. How did your transformation come from juniors into full-time racing, and how did you go with racing with a crowd?
I think you got to just try and put all that aside and just focus on what you're doing out there, and just give it a crack.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is a weird sensation though, isn't it? Like, I can remember the first time because I was only a young fella when I come on down, get pushed out on that track, and because like Northline, you're down in a bit of a sort of a bowl.
Yeah.
I can remember looking up and knowing that's where my mum is sitting up there, and a couple of other friends, and I'm sort of looking around, and you can't see much because the lights are on you, and you're thinking, oh yeah, she's all happening now.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling when you're out there on the track. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Do you like a wet track or a slick track?
I definitely love the slick track.
Yeah, right.
I was about to say, if you watch his stuff, he definitely loves the slick track.
I was about to say that. Yeah. So do you like burning up on the wall or?
Yeah, I love it. Love the adrenaline pump.
Yeah, cool lads.
All you young blokes do though. I mean, what's Rocky? Especially when you watch them up here at the Chariots, mate. Like the TV does it no justice. But when you're sitting out there down on, on the track, and you're watching those guys like bouncing off that wall, not once, but like 2 or 3 times, mate, you guys are taken to another level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
These are. Like, I mean, back when I was a young guy, I watched the sprint car drivers run around there. I think I got a Speedway magazine, right, that shows Ray David had the lap record, which was a 16.64. And I mean, they're pulling, what, 10s around there now?
Yeah.
And just highlight it. And I mean, I'm sure I could go and talk to the Peter McIvers, the Ray Davis, the Barry Porter, if he's still alive. But even, the Danny Porters, and all those guys, they never ran that high line. You know what I mean? Like, you heard about the guys like Gary Rush that would come up here and the Brett Lacey that might do it on a freak run, or the Steve or the Gary Braziers.
Yeah.
But like you guys are just run that high line, like just like I said, just pushing it to another level.
Yeah, it's definitely a different caliber of racing nowadays. Definitely it's exceeding the limits at this point.
Oh,
Yes,
mate, you
it's
know what?
definitely
And
changed.
as a guy who came back out in his 50s, right, after what, 20 odd years or 28, 9 years of not running a race car,
Yeah,
I sort of come out and I ran one season and thought, you know what? Yeah, like I just, as much as I think that I really want to be able to do this and be up there, I just don't have that. Yeah, I mean, and being an owner, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just you think, no, but I'm definitely not. I'm not there anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I don't mind saying that because, like, you think, fuck, yeah, like these guys, they're running the high line.
Family show, Paul. Family show.
No, you always thought it was boring and cut, but yeah. But that's true though. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it is true. It is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And before we go, Aston, it's been a laugh tonight. But before we go, obviously there's a lot of people out there that you'd like to thank, your sponsors, stuff like that. Here's your chance, mate. Go hard and thank whoever you like.
Yeah, thank you. I'd just like to thank my my parents. They give me everything. From the race cars up, Kyvan batteries, local print shop. She's come on board this year. She's done a very good job with our designs, so can't wait to show them. And then yous for putting me on. Appreciate that, bringing me here. Yeah.
No, thanks for coming on, mate. Like,
yeah, thanks for
like I
coming
said,
on.
all we're, ask Jamie, all we're trying to do is promote the division of Speedcars.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about it. Jamie is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the other thing is like we want to expose people like yourself and everyone that I know that, who is passionate about the sport to say, hey, check these guys out. Check their passion as much as ours and you're fans, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then I think, I don't know, like we should go live and try and make it a bit more, you know what I mean, sort of out there with people. I don't know what we need to do,
Yeah,
But the more people we get like you on there, and especially the younger generation, because you guys are the generation of speed cars in the next 10 years, if not more, in Australia. So that's what we want to do. We want to promote the guys like yourself,
If you hadn't raced, if Junior 500s weren't around when you started, Aston, would have gone sedans or would have you still went open wheels?
I don't really know. I don't think sedans, like, they're not really. They don't give you the driver ability to race open wheels.
Yep.
Yeah, good man, good man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good answer.
They teach you the basics, basically.
Well, no disrespect, right? But a race car is an open wheel race car.
Yeah.
Right? And that's true. You look it up in the dictionary, race car states it's open wheel. Formula One, anything open wheel. I mean, you talk to the older legends like Jack Brabham and all that. He won the Australian Speed Car title, and he took the technology of what he learned in that through to Formula One, run the Lotuses and everything else. If you do the history on who that guy was. So, one of the things why I love speed cars, it's the oldest form of motorsport. Everything's really generated from that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you run a non-winged open wheel car with like the power to weight ratio of what the chassis is to the engine is, which is nearly equivalent to a GP bike. Like, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And anyone who's never driven one will never know what it's like to drive a speed car.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No.
So
When you, that's what amazes me with. That's why I like them so much, speed cars and sprint cars. I'm a sprint car fan too. Don't get me wrong, and I love me super sedans and I love me late models. I love most motorsport divisions, but the reason I love speed cars and sprint cars so much is that power to weight ratio. I blow out on it every time I see them on the track. It's like, how do they even stay on the track? Like, are they a handful to drive, Aston? Are they really a big handful, or you just kick back and go with the flow?
no.
Nah, it's definitely not kick back and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
They're definitely a handful if you don't have your setup right. I think it's still a handful if you get it set up right, but it's definitely much easier.
Yep.
Yes, I totally agree, because that's the thing with those midgets. Like, I mean, they don't have that wing to give you the downforce and everything else. So back, if you look back in the footage of when they ran wings on midgets back in the day, everyone said, oh, yeah, they're heaps faster. But yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, the cushion to roll over,
Yeah.
it takes away the fact of what midgets are. You know what I mean? I mean, back in the day, I've got a book with Bobby Holt, who I was talking to, right? Now, this is a guy who won his last race in 1992, a Northern Territory guy who lives in Katherine. I ran into him like a month ago, right, at the OTR service station in Katherine. He was in bare feet, driving a road train. You know what I mean? And he's still got his midget, an old stealth one, sitting out at his shed, and he's got a Sesco Cosworth that he's built up himself. And he goes, yeah, you come out and have a look at it. But you know what? That guy won his last. I mean, I think he's got a couple of seconds and thirds or close to it. But Bobby Holt was a Northern Territory legend. There's a photo of him, right, at the Sydney. I'm pretty sure it's Sydney Showgrounds. Back when they had no roll cage, he's in a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, and an old leather cap. And he's about 2 metres up in the air, facing down like that. And it's a legendary photo in the speed car like history. And I said to him, I said, what was you thinking about that day? And he goes, yeah, not much, you know, just, you know, how I was going to sort of come out of it. And like, yeah, and I mean, they were hardcore guys back in that day.
Poor Aston here, mate. He wouldn't even know half these names because he's only 17 years old, Paul. Give the poor guy a break.
I'm sorry, man. But no, true though. I'll send it to you, right? I'll take your photo and I'll send it to you because it's a cool photo. It's a cool dude.
So, back to the modern day drivers that Aston might know. Where do you rate Caden Brown, mate? Like, is he a hard charger or a hard man to race against?
Yeah, definitely a hard man to race against. He's definitely one of the best midget drivers in Australia at the moment. He's always one to beat. So.
Okay, so sorry, Jamie. Right, to go back to old school guys. Right now, let's talk about his dad. Right, that man has won everything bar an Aussie title.
Caden Brown.
And that man, like, let me give you history on like Mark Brown.
Yeah.
Like, ran every engine. Like, I mean, it's not like that guy did not try everything in his power to win, once again, an Aussie title.
Yeah.
But so close, but so far.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, Caden's lucky. I mean, he's got the best of everything. It's all brand new. He's got an old man who just knows everything about fucking, speed car racing. But yeah, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, of course he's going to be one of the best that there is at the moment.
But at the end of the day, though, you've still got to be able to drive it. You can still have the best equipment money's known to man, but you've still got to be able to drive.
Oh, mate, it's in his blood. You know what I mean? Like, it is in his blood. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Mark Brown, right, is probably one of the greatest speed car drivers Australia, apart from Warren Egan's. I mean, and once again, I don't want to sound biased, but, mate, you know, there's plenty of them. You know what I mean? But, yeah, but I mean, Mark's, he should have won an Aussie title.
All right, fellas, we might leave it there. Aston, thanks so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute awesome show. It's been a laugh. It's been great. Best of luck for the rest of the season, mate. Honestly, I don't think we need to give it to you because I don't think you're going to lose many races, mate, with the talent you've got. I hope you go well at all the titles, the Napa, the Australian and the Victorian title. I hope it all goes well for you, mate. Hopefully we'll catch up with you later on in the season and see how you're going. And, best of luck with it all.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me once again. Yeah, appreciate what you do.
No, mate, thank you very much. Thanks for coming on the show. I'm going to try and get to the Napa. I'm going to try and get a couple of events. So, if you don't mind, give me the opportunity so I can come up there and like throw the camera in the face and, you know.
Yeah, no worries.
So I can throw this, you know, Jamie's way to put it on the show. But
I'll be
thanks a lot, mate. And I think you've got a big future, and I look forward to seeing your progress this year.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll be up for the Australian title, so I'll come and catch up with you, Aston, and we'll have a yak when I'm over there.
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like the page and share it around, and we'll catch everyone next week. Thanks, everyone, and good night.